Shalom, beloved family. It's your girl Sophia Spiritualite. We're here for our daily prayer and reading. Of course, we meet every day at Thamur. We say a prayer, we read a psalm, and then we do a 3-card reading to see what messages we can get from the angels and from the Most High. So without further ado, all praise, glory, and honor be to the Most High, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, David, Enoch, Moses, Noah, and Solomon. We ask for permission to speak with the angels for just a few minutes so that we can get a message that will allow us to be of greater service to you and to the kingdom. Immortal, eternal, ineffable, and sacred Father of all things, who is carried on the chariot rolling without cease, of the worlds which rotate always, ruler of the etheric plane, where your throne of power is exalted, and from whose heights thy formidable eyes discover everything, and your beautiful and saintly ears hear everything. Hearken to your children, whom you have loved from their birth through all time, since your lasting, great, and eternal majesty shines brightly over the world and the starry heavens. Thou art raised above them, O sparkling fire. There you light and maintain yourself in the appropriate splendor. There comes forth from your being never failing streams of light which nourish your infinite spirit. This infinite spirit generates all things and makes this inexhaustible treasure of matter, which cannot fail to procreate, that which always surrounds it, because of the forms without number which with which it is filled, and with which you have filled it since the beginning of time. From the Spirit, the very saintly kings who are standing around your throne and who compose your court also draw their origin. O universal Father, O unique one, O Father of blissful mortals and immortals, you have particularly created the powers which are marvelously like your eternal thought and your adorable essence. You have established them superior to the angels, who announce your wishes to the world. Finally, you have created us sovereigns over the elements. Our continued exertion is to praise you and adore your desires. We burn with desire to be possessed of you. O Father, O Mother, the most tender of mothers, O admirable example of tender sentiments of mothers, O Son, the flower of all sons, O mold of our shapes, well beloved, spirit, soul, harmony, and number of things, we adore you. To the angels, to our personal guardian angels, to the archangels, to the council of 9, to the council of 12, to the council of 24, to the 24 elders, to the 42-letter name of the Most High, to the 72-letter name of the Most High, to the council of the 144,000, to the 216 angels that sit atop the tree of life, to the entire administration of angels, and to all the angels whose names we know and the ones whose names we do not know. We ask that you come and be with us for just a few moments. Give us a message that will allow us to be of better service to the Most High and to the kingdom. All right, let's read Psalm 51. Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness, according to the multitude of thy tender mercies. Blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from mine iniquity, and cleanse me from my sin. For I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sin is ever before me. Against thee, thee only have I sinned, and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mightest be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest. Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. Behold, thou desirest truth in the inward parts, and in the hidden part thou shalt make me to know wisdom. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. Make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice. Hide thy face from my sins, and blot out all mine iniquities. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation. Uphold me with thy free spirit. Then will I teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. Deliver me from blood guiltiness, O God, thou God of my salvation, and my tongue shall sing aloud of thy righteousness. O Lord, open thou my lips, and my mouth shall show forth thy praise, for thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offering. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart. O God, thou wilt not despise. Do good in thy good pleasure unto Zion. Build thou the walls of Jerusalem. Then shalt thou be pleased with the sacrifices of righteousness, with burnt offering and whole burnt offering. Then shall thou offer bullocks upon thine altar. Selah. All right, so we have our daytime deck here, which I didn't actually check. Up, almost. So close. All right, so remember this is our daytime deck. It's easy to use, easy to interpret. And this you can find this on our website if you're interested. Also, so a little bit more housekeeping. I haven't done a morning prayer in a while. Our 40, our 40, our 22-day fast, Daniel fast, is going to start on October the 22nd. If you're interested, please send me an email. We're going to have a Zoom call. Well, I use Ring Central, so we're going to have a call right before it starts, probably like the 15th or something like that. I haven't picked a date yet. I got to look at my calendar because I have to do a lot of traveling this month. But we're going to have a meeting right before it starts just to make sure everyone understands, ask any questions, anything like that. And I'm hoping to have a more solid understanding of what it is we need to do as a part of our morning process. So that's what I'm going to be looking into. So if you're interested, again, just send me an email or go to the website and insert your email there. Insert a email inquiry, and I will send you an email back. A few sisters. Look. If it's just me, the Most High is going to do it. So don't feel obligated. I'm not like out here begging to have a whole big group of people. All I'm saying is me by myself with the angels is enough. Okay, I'm inviting people to join in because whoever makes the sacrifice is going to be who reaps the rewards in all things. So that's the reason why I open this up to the sisters and the brothers potentially who are watching this channel, because whoever does whoever does the work gets the reward. Whoever works gets paid. No work, no pay. So if this is the work the Most High has for me to do, then I'm going to offer it so that we can all get paid together. That's how I look at it. Um, Also, the Spirit Intelligence's book is available on the website as well. It's been up there since my birthday, but it is available. I'll just show you. It's not like a regular book in this version. Um, this version it comes like a notebook, and it has cover and all of the stuff in here, and it has some color, and it's got the charts and stuff in the back. I just want to get to the charts. It's got the charts and stuff in the back, the ones that I have on my wall. I do keep these on my wall. It's a couple more charts. So this version is not, you can see it's got all of the charts and stuff. So it's slightly under 100 pages in this bound form. And I'm going to have to do another version, but I want to get the information on the Venus intelligences and also on the air intelligences, and then I probably will put it into a actual ebook, and make it like widely produced. But this one I wanted to get into people's hands so they could get familiar with the spirit intelligences and get started working with them. And so that is available on my website now too. And I make all of these by hand. That's me. I always do stuff like that. And I think that's it for right now. I'm going to try and go back to my regular schedule. I feel like I started to feel almost depressed yesterday because I wasn't doing these every day, and I wasn't getting on here and spreading a message and having these conversations, and you know and pouring out of myself. And so we're probably going to go back to our everyday schedule at this point, and then unless the Most High has something, another project he puts me on, which takes up a tremendous amount of energy, like when I need to do a karma cleanse. Probably won't do prayers when I'm in my moon cycle, moving forward, just to give myself a chance to regenerate until we get into winter solstice. So winter solstice, I'm going to do the same way as summer solstice, which is basically I started the day before winter solstice. We went every day hard all the way through almost, it was basically equinox. We went hard all the way. So we'll probably go really, really strong from solstice to our new year. More than likely, I have a feeling that's how it's going to be. Because that's about 2 months. It's almost about the same amount of time, maybe a little bit less. So we'll see, and then we'll kind of regroup around the equinox, and then build back up for whatever the Most High wants me to do in year two. So we have our cards here. All praise, glory, and honor be to the Most High, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. We again ask for permission to speak with the angels for just a few minutes so that we can get a message that will allow us to be of better service to you and to the kingdom. We thank the Holy Mother for always being with us. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother Yahushai, and to the angels whom we've already called in. We ask that you give us a message that's clear, that's easy for us to understand, that's easy for us to interpret, and that's easy for us to apply so that we are able to um, serve the Most High in the best way that we can. And of course, when you give us the message, we will let the Most High know that you have fulfilled the covenant, so you can be given credit for just a portion of all of the hard work that you do in service to us, which we are tremendously appreciative of. Mm, these cards are like, no, don't shuffle us. That's weird. Okay, let's stop right there. That is just kind of like weird. Let's see what we have. And then, of course, after we do this, we have our homemade cards. All right, 20, the awakening. Hopefully, you all have awakened to your powers. I surely have. 15, the shadow. Do not be afraid of that. Do not put it into the shadow. Now that you've gotten your powers back, a lot of us, it's back. It's not for the first time. It's that we got the powers we had back. Because it is the divine order. I mean, I almost don't even need to open the book on this one. I think I'm just going to go off the top of the head on this. Y'all, this is... Okay, so let's just talk about it. Let me put it on so you can see. Let's just talk about this. This is a very, very clear reading. Um, and we're just not going to dwell too long on this. So, the first card we got in a past position is awakening. We have all awakened. Maybe not all, but the ones who are supposed to be awake right now are awake. And I think a lot of times we worry about the ones who aren't awake. It's fine. Let the ones who are asleep sleep. But the ones who need to be awake right now to propel the planet forward are awake. And so, that being said, there's a lot of chaotic energy around the fact that so many people are awake right now. And so, what needs to happen, what we have to do as the thought leaders on our side, as the Most High's think tank right here, which is what I when I talk to the people on in our little group, you know what I mean? I feel like it's think tank. It's very... I don't know if you've guys ever been involved in a think tank, but it's everybody there is of high caliber. You know, there's no losers in the group. You know what I mean? There's no low quality people in a group of a think tank. And what everyone does is they just bring their ideas. They add their input, and then they come to a conclusion on something that they can do. In DC, they have these think tanks. People get paid very well for this. So the Most High has a very good compensation plan lined up for us as a result of being in this think tank. And so the divine think tank. And so the ones who are in the think tank right now, even if they don't have the same level, they have equal standing. Everyone has equal standing. All of the awakened ones, and even the unawakened ones, we have equal standing. But within our little think tank, we all have equal standing. We're studying together. That's what that is. We have equal standing. And so, because we're all studying together, we're learning from each other. We're figuring out how things go together. We're taking bits and pieces from what others are doing to help us in our mission that we have to do, which we need. One thing I have also noticed is that certain people have information. I need that information. I can't move forward without their information. And we're being brought together, just like in a think tank, to to share this information, to do these information exchanges, because like sometimes I have energy and I lend my energy to a sister through the ley line. She gets the information, brings it back to me. I need the information. Or like with another sister, like I say certain things, she finds a video, the video makes sense for what I'm saying. We're sharing information through the ley line. So the method of communication, I call it the internet ley line, but some of us are tagged into the Holy Mother's ley line, because it's just certain things is happening. It's no other way to describe it except that we're all tapped into this specific kind of ley line, not a ley line that everybody else uses, like one that's just for us, where we share information at very high speeds and the physical has to catch up. And so that being said, it's not to say that other people can't get tagged in from, because I asked, my guardian angel about this. It's not that other people can't have these powers. It's just that right now we have them. And since we have them, we have to wield them. And so me personally, I have actually asked for an increase because I feel like I have gotten my emotions under control. I feel like I'm in control of what's going on, and I want a little bit more because I know for a fact that the enemy is always asking for more. And they got it right now with that hurricane. They got it. They asked for more, they got it. You know what I mean? Like that fake queen, she asked for more, she got it. She got what she asked for. And so we have to also ask for increase in righteousness. And so that's what I ask for, increase in my righteousness. Because it's not that I think I'm better than anyone else, because I absolutely do not. It's just that I feel comfortable in the talent, the little one talent that the most high one little bit of thing that the Most High gave me. I feel comfortable in that, and I want to increase it. So you have to. Me personally, I went back. I asked for an increase in my talent, and so um, that being said, moving on to the next card, what can happen is it causes a death. Once you 20 is the awakening. What's the other? What's the real name for that? I think it's judgment. Okay, once you go through that judgment, then you have a death because I won't say your humanity, but you die to self, meaning I don't serve myself. I never serve myself anyway, but I really right now I don't serve myself. I serve at the behest, at the request of the Most High. And so that part of you that serves yourself, it dies. And what this card is saying, the shadow, is that if you are not the purer you are in your heart, the more, praying, fasting, repenting, all this, and just the purer you are in your heart, the less of that will turn into a shadow. And so what I'm trying to do is I don't want that to turn to shadow at all. I don't want to be any kind of fearful about whatever happens moving forward, which is why I ask for more power, because once you if you just stay at the same level, it can, how did I put that? It can feel like you're not advancing because you haven't moved, meaning if you've been setting tables, like using the clavicule salomones, and you have not seen anything that you ask for appear, you can, even though in the spiritual realm it is there, it's not here in the physical realm, it can make you depressed. And I think that's where my depression is really coming from, because I see that I'm doing all of this stuff. I got this book, and like I've done a lot of connecting with the angels and whatever, and I'm gonna do a separate video and tell y'all about how to connect with the angels of the different spirited, the 360 angels. I'm gonna tell y'all how to do that. But if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and you don't see that you have increased in your power, like you don't see it happening, then it can make you feel like it's not going to. And that's not the case. What it is you, you're asking for it, but you're not asking for the power to do it. And so setting the table is just the one part. That's why you have to go back and do the confessions and the other stuff that's in the book, because you are getting the power within yourself to make it happen. And so if you haven't gathered the power within yourself to make it happen, then it's not going to happen. Or it's just going to be in the spiritual realm and you're not going to be able to pull it into the physical realm, because that's a totally different process. It requires a different level of power. And so that's why, like, the Gentiles, when they were in their blessing, they could do it. They could create something in the spiritual realm and pull it into the physical realm. And we have to increase our ability to do that. But that increase is not going to be given to you if your mind isn't disciplined, if your heart isn't pure, if you don't have, things that you constantly do to keep you, like, in the right mindset. If you don't have the right kind of people around you, and you don't have the right protections too, it's because you don't want to have this power and then you're still susceptible to demons, because the demon is going to fly on you, just like we seen it do with several people. And next thing you know, you're gonna be talking great things against the Most High, and to whom much is given, much is required. And so what happens is those great things that you speak against the Most High is going to be, you're not gonna be able to resolve that in this lifetime. You're gonna have to go back and do it again, because all you had to do was keep increasing. The brighter the light gets, the brighter it shines. I mean, the hotter the flame gets, the brighter the light shines. And so that's how we are. The hotter we get, the more passionate we are about the Most High and doing the Most High's business, the brighter we shine. And so we have to, um, we what we can do, again, like with the shadow card, is put it back into the shadow. We have to be a light that's shining. So the divine order, let me see what that is in. Eventually I'll remember all of these, but this is the first time I haven't had to really do this. So this is justice. Okay, so first we had judgment on one side, then we have justice on the other side. And that is really getting back into our inheritance, because we've had these powers before. We've always had them. We didn't know them, we didn't know how to use them, we didn't know how to activate them, we didn't know how to purify ourselves, we didn't know how to pray and repent and fast. We didn't know any of that. And now we've got the justice, coming out of the fear. Once we get through that fear, we've got the justice. We've got literally, she's got the whole world in her hands. We have the whole world in our hands. We have the whole universe in our hands. The universe is in us, and we are in the universe, as above, so below. And so, as you move through this reading, you see you go from judgment to the death card to justice. One of the scriptures, I think I read it the other day in Psalm 116 verse 15. Precious is the death Precious is the death of his saints in the sight of the Most High, something like that. Our deaths are precious, and so when we die to ourselves and we take on the glory and the splendor of the Most High, that is precious to him. He favors that, and that's why the Gentiles are not favored, because they don't die to self. They never die to self. They only die to whatever white Jesus tells them to die to. You know what I mean? And so when you go through the process of actually dying to yourself, that is precious to the Most High. He honors that. He shows favor upon that. And so you will be granted the justice that you seek. And you have to seek justice. So that is one of the reasons why we're doing our 22-day fast. We want to seek justice. We want to mourn the loss. We don't want to be cold and we want to be cold-hearted and cruel. We want to mourn the loss of the 2/3 and the souls that have to, or non-souls, whatever persons who have to be removed from this planet. But I'm showing that I mean business, because it is very sad, seeing all the destruction and stuff like that. But on the same time, like I said on Twitter, I'm not going to bemoan the loss of people who willingly use my children, and my brothers and my sisters, as gator bait. So I'd love to feel worse about that, but I don't. I'm also not going to be bemoan the loss of people who outright stole land from my people. We was living on those coasts, you know. That was our land, and that anyway, that's another story for another day. Because if you look at Brother Kerry Moo's uh, page, which I think I talked about this yesterday, but I'm talking about it again because that thing was like, he has a video that he put out about who the real people who came over here and all of that is and when, and it's really really shocking, you know, how, you know, it's always black on black crime. It's always our people fighting against our people. So to avoid having to go into exile like we did last time, which is just coming to me, you know, we're going to mourn their loss. They have to go because last time they won. The Catholic brethren, the ones who were the cross bearers for Christ, the fake white Jesus Christ, they won. And so this time, we brothers and sisters, we got to win. You know, and so we have to go back into our spiritual thing. We can't run like our brothers and sisters did before. They ran to this country. Some of us were already here, but the ones who were in Europe, they ran here. They fled for their lives. I'm not fleeing nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. These people have to go. And, you know, the Most High is going to have to remove them and remove this evil, you know, antichrist, uh, anti-Tiferet, anti-beauty from the planet for once and for all. We can't have this mess coming back, you know. And so the people who don't want to give up, you know, white Jesus, they literally spiritually have to be shrunken. Their power has to be reduced. You know, they have to come down because otherwise they're going to build their power back up and do like they did to us with the Spanish Inquisition, which was our people against our people. I'm not going through that again. My ancestors did that once, been there, done that, not doing it. You know, some people's ancestors fled, you know, mine were already here. So, but we were still persecuted nonetheless, and I'm told that we had to take on, you know, this cross of this fake Jesus that they made up. So I'm not going through that again, me personally. Um, so let's see what cosmic law. Hopefully that makes sense. We got the homemade cards here, of course. This is the watercolor deck. Hopefully you can see some of the cards. Anyway, so let's see what cosmic law we need to be aware of with our reading today that will help us understand a greater portion of our reading. We want the cosmic understanding of our reading. We want the cosmic understanding of our reading. The cosmic law. All right, let's see. Feel like this is the hidden hand. All right. All right, so we've got y'all. We got 21, which is creation. I'm gonna put it down so you can see it. Wait, like this. Here we go. 21, creation. So we've got 20 on here. We've got 21. Wow. 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 Okay. All right, and so this is pay. Pay is. That's the one that looks like a G. Here we go. Okay. So pay is the symbol means open mouth, and or the description of what it means is open mouth. It means to blow, scatter, or edge. And so, wow, we have to literally blow these people away. We cannot let them stay here. They have to go. And let's see what our cosmic law 21 is. 21. Wow. It's creation. Creation is the thought, the motion, the energy, or the power to create. When the previous laws are working in harmony, they are able to create everything. Again, that is exactly what it is. So Once you get to this point in the, so we got 11, 15, 20, and then 21. Wow, that is really, really shocking. So, once everything is in harmony, once you are in harmony, you get into that awakening. The harmony is the lining up. And then of course you have to avoid, putting anything back into the shadow. Just accept the death, like Yahweh Shai. You have to take it like a soldier. He knew that they were going to kill him. He took it 10 toes down. So you take it like your big brother, 10 toes down. The death of self, and then you know the divine order comes right in and cleans it up, and we become the creators. And so again, all of this, man, this is shocking. This is great, you guys. Like, this is really a really dynamic reading, and so I'm really wow, this is great. This is shocking. All right, let's do the blessing of the Sifrit, because I would just say this is shocking for the next 10 minutes, because it is quite shocking to me. All right, blessed be the light beyond all being. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Keter, blessed be the breathing of origination. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Chokma, blessed be eternal wisdom. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Bina, blessed be omniscient understanding. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Chesed, blessed be perpetual compassion. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Givora, blessed be almighty justice. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Tiferet, blessed be transcendent beauty. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Netzach, blessed be unceasing victory. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Had, blessed be surpassing glory. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Yesod, blessed be infallible foundation. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Malchut, blessed be all life throughout the kingdom. Forever blessed be the mighty one. All praise, glory, and honor be to the Most High, the King of kings, the Lord of lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We thank you for allowing us to speak with the angels for just a few minutes, and we would like to report back that they have given us a message that fulfills the covenant, and therefore we would like for credit to be given to them for just a portion of all of their hard work. We thank the Holy Mother for always being with us and guiding us down the path of life. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother Yahushua and the perfect example that he set. And of course, to the angels, you guys are doing a great job. We thank you for everything. And we have let the Most High know that you fulfilled the covenant. And we thank you for your tireless service to us, to the Most High, and to the kingdom. Let God be praised in the beginning and the end. Who supplicates him, he will neither despise nor refuse. God above us, God before us, God possessing all things. May the Father of heaven grant us a portion of mercy. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Lo Olam Vayed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom throughout eternity. Ha Rashaman Hu Yashazir Lanu Avodat Biet Hamikdash Limkoma Bimhira Biyamanu Omen 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 and Selah. May the merciful one restore unto us the service of his holy temple speedily and in our days. Amen, 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 and Selah. To the spirits who are here with us, you're invited to go in peace. To my beloved viewers, you're invited to be in peace. And always remember, the Most High is your peace. Shalom, everyone. We'll see you for the reading tonight at Sesor.